there's somebody out there because I hear the breathing, right? I hear. So this was about 60 pounds ago, right? So I go to look down up under the door, right? But I said, oh my God, it got to be about 5 or 6 of them out there. Oh my God.
Hello guys.
Hi
Hello.
everyone.
I'm Waldemar.
And I'm Weronika.
And today we are finally watching Gabriel Iglesias' The Gift Basket. Or The Racist Gift Basket. It depends.
I've not seen the alternative title and I was not ready for that one. I didn't know that this would be race related.
Yeah, finally we are watching this. It was recommended to us many
While ago,
times.
yes.
Especially under our previous video of Gabriel Iglesias. It was about the Black Series.
Yeah, and you can check it out in the playlist for the stand-up or up there.
Yeah. We were like, yeah, it was fun, but maybe, maybe you have some other recommendations. Maybe there is something funnier. And almost every one of you was talking about this.
Yeah,
So
it seemed to be like the common consensus that this one is the funniest story. So we have very high expectations.
Yeah,
Sorry, Gabriel, but I think you'll have to live up to a lot because there was a lot of hype.
Yeah, it was. So I hope, we talked about our tastes in the previous video. We said that we don't like the comedy clips that are mostly about, some stories that, like, oh, me and my pals, we went drinking,
so high.
and then we were like, and then it was so crazy, man. Like, so crazy, and we drink so much, and then he did this crazy thing. Yeah, we are not biggest fan of that. And then you said, yeah, you need to watch this. So here we are.
We'll see.
With high expectations.
Come closer to me. Closer.
Let's go.
I thought it would be great if I could tell an old story that was from years ago that never made it to a 1-hour special.
Ooh,
and the cool part about this story is that it now has a different ending.
That's ominous.
The story is called The Gift Basket.
So
people already know this
they know
story.
the story, I think.
Some of you know it,
Yeah.
some of you don't know it, but after this, you're never gonna forget it.
Okay, that's a big promise because I forget
All you have to know
everything.
about this story is that all the people involved have always been and will continue to be friends. That being said, Martin and I, all the good ones start like that. Martin and I are scheduled to perform in Northern California. Usually we fly, but this particular day I was having a problem with Southwest Airlines. They wanted me to pay for an extra seat for someone who wasn't traveling with me. Take your time, you'll figure it out. Anyway, I tell Martin, I'm not paying for an extra seat. Let's just drive, it's 6 hours. So we headed north. 3 hours into the drive, we're passing through a city called Fresno. And as we're passing, hey, Fresno 559, ¿qué pasó, güey? Anyway, as we're passing through Fresno, we start seeing billboards off the side of the freeway that said, performing this weekend at the Radisson Hotel, directly from BET's Comic View and Showtime at the Apollo, comedian G. Riley. And I look at Martin, I go, oh shoot, G's in town. And Martin goes, yeah, I haven't seen G in years. So we're like, let's stop by the hotel and say hi. So we pull into the parking lot.
Wait, how did they find out from the billboard which hotel they were staying at? That seems a little bit unsafe. Or do they always stay in the same hotel? Did they call him? Okay, they probably just cut out the part of the story where they find out which hotel he's staying at. I'm sorry, but this is strange.
Yeah, I wanted to say that I don't know if Gabriel Iglesias is an American or he is like a Mexican American or like what his story is, where he was born. But you can clearly see that here, and from the name you can deduce that he has some Latino roots, yeah. And I wanted to ask you and all the people, why always foreigners are better at speaking English than English people?
That is a very good question.
Like, I'm listening to him and I'm like, yeah, it's so pleasant, like every word speaking so clearly.
The difference between me and you is that I like British accent the most, and I think it's the most beautiful thing, and you don't like it that much. So
yeah, but listen to this. You can clearly hear every single word that he is speaking, and then you will play some Scottish guy and like.
I prefer the Scottish accent, but I know what you mean. Yeah, it's much more pleasant to
We walk in. I tell Martin, he doesn't know we're here. I'm gonna crank call his room. He goes, what are you gonna say? I said, I'm gonna tell him that I'm the front desk and that he just received a gift basket. He goes, what's so funny about a gift basket? I said, I'm gonna describe it over the phone. And I'm gonna make all the items that are in this imaginary basket become items that stereotypically a black person might like. You're crazy. I said, I'll tell you what, we got 2 hours to kill. How about this? How about we go to the supermarket and we make an actual racist gift basket? And we'll have it delivered and we'll wait outside to see what happens. I said, are you down? We go to a store and we start to design the sickest practical joke ever. I get a shopping cart and I'm like, all right, we need a basket. So I find one, I take out the grass, the plastic eggs, and the chocolate rabbits. And we start hitting the aisles. First item I grab is a fried chicken about that big, okay?
Of course.
See how quick that laugh was? There's a few black people in here like, mother, this better be funny.
Before I forget, because we were speaking about, you said foreigners speaking English better, but I think he's American. I blacked out for a second.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't know, but I meant.
I think he just has like his
But I said
roots.
he has some
Mexican, Hispanic or something roots, but
Latino
it's-
roots.
Yeah, but I think he's American, so
Yeah, but
Americans are really good at
but-
speaking English, indeed.
I mean, they speak much more clearer than English people, and it's also like it's not their language. Like they get.
Ooh, and then we're going
well,
cancelled.
technically, there is no official language in the United States, so sue me.
Well, you learned that from one of our subscribers, right? Thank you for
maybe.
educating us, guys. Let's go.
It's hysterical. Let me just finish the story and then you could judge me in the parking lot. So anyway, then Martin hands me a miniature watermelon and I put it next to the fried chicken. Here's where it gets interesting. Employees of the store find out what we're doing and they start volunteering to help us finish the basket. Half of the employees were
Beautiful.
black, which made it so much more accurate. Aisle after aisle. One guy was stocking a shelf. He was an older white guy, and we're like, sir, can you help us? What do you need? My buddy Martin and I are trying to make this messed up racist gift basket for our black friend as a practical joke. Can you think of something we can put in there? Without even blinking an eye, the guy was like, you gotta have Kool-Aid. It's at the end of the aisle on the right. Malt liquors and XL over in the back of the store in the freezer section. It's on sale 2 for $1. By the time we get to the register, all these different employees plus us came up with the basket that had fried chicken, watermelon, Kool-Aid, grape soda, barbecue potato chips, sunflower seeds, an Ebony magazine, a Chris Rock DVD called Bigger and Blacker, Magnum condoms, Newport cigarettes, a rack of ribs, the recipe for cornbread. It was getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Icing on the cake, we find a greeting card that's on clearance from Halloween, and it has a picture of 3 ghosts on the cover wearing sheets. I tear off the half that says Happy Halloween, and on the back of the card I write, welcome to Fresno, love the Chamber of Commerce. And we stick it to the basket. We made it all nice and pretty, and we haul ass to the hotel. We pull up. We walk in.
It was a pretty good
The
sound.
basket is hot as hell, so I'm racing in. I get inside and I put it on the counter as fast as I can, bro.
Why is it hot?
It's too
From
perfect.
the sun.
There's a black girl
the car?
behind the front desk. As soon as I put the basket down, I hear... Is that chicken? Ooh, let me see. Hold on. What is it? Let me explain. My name is Gabriel. This is Martin. We're a couple of comedians, and we're about to play a really crazy practical joke on a friend of ours who's staying here tonight by the name of G. Riley, who's also a comedian. Oh, the one that's on the signs on the freeway. Yeah, the one that's on the signs on the freeway. So as a practical joke, we went to the store and we made this messed up racist gift basket. That's why you can smell fried chicken. And she was like, what? You need Jesus, that's what you need. Kiki, girl, you better hang up that phone. You ain't gonna believe what I'm looking at over here, girl. Listen, we think it would be hysterical if we could have you deliver the basket for us. She lost it. Oh, the hell you didn't. I know you didn't just ask me to take that to a black man. You are out your damn mind. Oh, Lord, give me the strength to not kill this big-ass Mexican over here, Lord.
But he had to have some Mexican descent because as a purely 100% white guy, he couldn't
be sharing this story right now, right?
We would not be able to watch this video.
Yeah.
Okay, look here, Nacho Libre. I don't care who you are. I am not doing it. Hell no. I'll give you $50. Where that motherfucker at?
We're not even halfway through the story yet.
But it's pretty good. It keeps up to the expectations.
We follow her to the hotel room. She knocks on the door. Martin and I hide by the elevator on the floor. She knocks. G opens the door, sees a beautiful black woman standing there with a gift basket. This is for you, baby. He says, thank you, closes the door. She walks away and she sees us on the ground hiding, right? And she's like, y'all still going to hell. We get up and we walk over to the door and we put our ear. Listen, listen. This is what we hear inside. Wow! Chicken! Oh, Kool-Aid! He's getting excited over every single item he's pulling out of the basket. He gets to the greeting card. Welcome to Fresno. Love the Chamber of Commerce. Hell yeah. Then we feel him flipping the card over because his voice changed. He's like, oh yeah, man, this is, what the f? Outside the door, we heard racist bastards. When we heard racist bastards, we lost it. Ah! Housekeeping is freaking out. ¿Qué está pasando allá? ¿Qué andan haciendo ustedes? Muchacho, ¿qué está pasando, gordito? ¿Qué andas haciendo? We're laughing, we're crying, we got boogers coming out. We can't take it anymore. We knock on the door. He yells, who is it? Too easy. Chamber of Commerce. He rushes the door. I put my finger on the peephole so he can't see who it is, right? The knob starts to jiggle, then the door explodes open, and he's like, what? And he sees us, and he's like, ah! What's up, G? Man, y'all give a brother a heart attack. Did you like your basket? Man, that was messed up. Did you like it? Man, I love all that shit. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a story that has been 7 years in the making. I would like for you to now hear, for the first time ever, the other side of that story.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh.
I flew him here to Hawaii.
They must be so excited if
so
they knew
that
this
he
story
can share
before.
this with you. Give it up for my friend, Mr. G. Riley.
What can be the other side of this story?
I have no idea. Is he gonna just say what happened to him, or
Yeah,
did he make some
the,
kind of
the
joke
greatest
back?
gift basket I ever received. Everything was so with such a thought.
Perfectly tailored.
I gotta be honest, I didn't know it was racist. I thought it was lunch. I thought it was lunch. I didn't know it was racist till I got back to my neighborhood. And brothers in my neighborhood looked at me. They say, man, I don't believe you let that Mexican guy do that to you, man. That was messed up. I know you got him back. I said, what, buy him lunch? I can't afford to buy that man lunch. If I buy him lunch, he'll be getting me again. But see, you gotta understand, it was the perfect set of circumstances when it happened. Because I'm laying across the bed in the hotel. I'd never been to Fresno before. And I wanted something to eat, and I didn't know where to go eat. So I'm laying across the bed, and I'm saying to myself, where could I go eat? I wish I had some food. And all of a sudden, magically, there's a knock on the door, and a black girl shows up with a gift basket. And I took the gift basket and I said, they know how to treat their comedians up here in Fresno. And I'm walking to the bed and I could feel the heat and I could smell the chicken from the gift basket. And I'm like, oh, this is
Oh, it's
cool.
warm from the chicken.
'Cause nobody smells chicken and thinks of racism, right?
I wonder where did it even came from, All those stories, because I heard this so many times I can't even count.
Even when we watched
from Dave
it in
Chappelle,
the,
from other comedians.
What was the movie that we watched?
I don't know.
Yeah, about the musician. Oh, help me! Of course you know that
What
movie.
musician?
The movie that
Whiplash?
no, about the black musician who was in the South, performing in the South.
Ah, the Green Book.
Yeah, Green Book, that one. And even in there, they
are talking about the chickens.
they had that. Yeah, like they were trying to do something nice for him, but they made him fried chicken. I don't know where this comes from.
Yeah, and all the other things, because I heard it many times, and I've never been in America,
Yeah.
but I heard about the chickens, about the watermelons, about the grape soda, about the Newports.
Yeah, it's very strange because all those things are quite popular here as well. And I mean, among black and white people, I don't know, I like grape soda. I never heard the grape soda one. And
No?
watermelons? No, neither, to be honest.
You haven't heard about watermelons?
No, just chicken.
Let us know
And
if
Kool-Aid, I
if
think.
you are watching this and you're hearing this. Let us know if you know where did it came from or what's the origin of those stereotypes or and if you have any black people who are watching us, then let us know if this is like something that you are tired of.
Yeah,
or
I
is it
think
like
it's,
very offensive, or do you don't mind anymore, or is it like just I don't know?
it
Just
seems
let us know because
kind of like just like a thing it's almost like a horoscope that could be true for anyone, and then it's true for one group as well. Because do you know any white people who don't like fried chicken?
yeah, I wanted to say that
Because I don't
who
know
doesn't
any.
like chicken.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know.
I mean, I don't like watermelons, but when I discovered that
But
there
only
are
because
watermelons
without
without the seeds, then it's like a whole different story.
Right, so I see the watermelon. I'm like, oh, this is cool. They know how to treat a comedian up in here. I get to the card and I look at the card and I go, what the is going on? I said, oh my God, I'm working for the Ku Klux Klan. And I really started to panic because in my head, I'm saying to myself, is this for real? Because there were billboards all over the city with my picture. And I started thinking they were trying to scare me out of town. So now I don't know what to do, right? And I start trying to call a promoter, and the promoter's not answering the phone, and it's festering in my head, and I'm nervous, and I'm pacing the room, and all of a sudden there's a knock on the door, right? And I go, oh my God, they come to get me. So I ease over to the door, right? And I look through the peephole, right? And all I see is a brown dot, right? And I go, I hear somebody out there because I hear the breathing, right? I hear, but this was about 60 pounds ago, right? So I go to look down up under the door, right? But I said, oh my God, it got to be about 5 or 6 of them out there. Oh my God. So I figure like this. I figure, okay, you know what? If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You know, if it's gonna happen, I'm gonna go down swinging, right? So I put my best black face on. You know, I tried to look mean. You know, I look like this guy right here. I look like that guy right there, right? And I go, who is it? And they go, Chamber of Commerce. And I'm like, oh my God, the Chamber of Commerce is the Ku Klux Klan. And I'm panicking, so I get to the door, right? And I pull the door open, and when the door opens up, these guys are falling all over the hall, laughing at me. They're rolling all into the cleaning lady's car. The cleaning lady didn't know what was going on, right? She's scared to death because she sees a black dude with no shirt like this, so she grabs the lemon pledge like it's pepper spray, right? She's ready to get... Everything, now that I realize it's a practical joke, everything calms down because I remember how hungry I was. I'm like, okay, cool. Practical joke, right? So I go in the bathroom to wash my hands. While I'm in the bathroom washing my hands, I hear a commotion in the other room, right? I go back in the other room. They're going through the gift basket. The maid is leaving with the watermelon. Martina's drinking my 40. And this bastard is eating my chicken!
Yeah, everyone likes the chicken.
Okay, thank you for the recommendation.
It
It
was
was
very
really
good.
good. It was much better than the black. The black series was just
It
very
was fine.
short.
It was very good. Too,
Yeah.
But, yeah,
but
this
it
is-
was
this is
yeah,
much better.
yeah. It was a flag piece, definitely.
If I would have to be picky, I would say I don't think this story needed the guy at the end to come
No,
here.
me neither. But I think it was like for us watching it the first time, I think it would have been enough to just see that. But I can see that if they already know this story,
yeah,
then
yeah,
bringing
then it's
him
nice,
on the
nice,
stage. Yeah.
nice accent.
Yeah, I would be dying if I like already knew the story and really liked it and liked the guy so much to go to the show. I would probably just pee myself in the audience if I saw that someone was coming in to like fill the story, right?
My favorite part about the story is how if that's true, how the people working at the shop were trying helping them to
The best
pick
day,
the items.
best day of my life, best shift ever.
Oh, that was really good. Thank you for this recommendation.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So Gabriel Iglesias is back on the list. So
Yes.
if you have any recommendations of his, we will gladly watch them. He redeemed himself, you may say.
Most definitely, and if you want us to check out anything else, then you can also suggest that.
And like I said before, if you can explain to us this whole deal with those stereotypes about the food
Yeah,
and
would be
cigarettes and
curious to know.
sodas, then let us know. Well, thank you guys for watching with us.
If you enjoyed it, then please leave us a like, comment, subscribe, whatever you'd like to do, and we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.